One of the signs that you're drinking adequate water is that your urine is clear. So when your urine is clear, that's a fairly good sign that you're drinking enough water. Now at the moment here at the retreat you're having B vitamins, and those B vitamins have an effect on your body to cause your urine to be fluorescent yellow. So don't be surprised if this week your urine is fluorescent yellow. So you just got to find out how to get it in. And many people in aged care facilities, elderly people, they do not drink enough water. And it certainly is a contributing factor to the mental illness and the deterioration in brains we're seeing. In Australia, there are 1,700 cases of Alzheimer's being diagnosed every week. Now, that's a bit scary. Did you know that God never meant our brain to deteriorate? And tomorrow, we're going to go to the brain, and tomorrow I'm going to show you how you can get brighter and smarter and wiser with age. Brains should not be deteriorating. Have you read of Alzheimer's or dementia in the Bible? I certainly haven't. And before the flood, you know, people were living till they were 700 and 800 years old. We're getting people today who are showing signs of dementia and Alzheimer's in their 40s and in their 50s, and that this should not be. And it's often not just one point, often it's several points, but one is certainly dehydration. So I'll give you a story to illustrate. We had a lady came and did our program a few years ago now, it's probably about 6 years ago now. She was 45 and she brought her mother who had dementia. So we always say if someone has Alzheimer's or dementia, they will need to have a carer with them. Because we're not a hospital, we just teach you how to give your body the conditions for healing. When the mother first arrived, so the mother was probably early 70s, I went into the bedroom and she was just standing there looking out the window. And she looked at me, she didn't seem to even know who I was or acknowledge me. So I talked to the mother, well, I couldn't say much to the mother, but I talked to the daughter and I found out she hadn't drunk any water for 2 days. And because she had dementia, her daughter would ask her and she'd say, oh yes, I've drunk lots of water, but she actually wasn't drinking any. And she hadn't been to the bathroom for 3 days. I'm talking about her bowels. So they're two things that we can fix pretty good. So we gave her herbs to get the bowels moving, and we just got her to drink little bits of water. See, a lot of elderly people are put off water because they don't want to have an accident. But if you can explain to them, just have a mouthful at a time. That's reachable. Just have a mouthful at a time. If you have a mouthful of water every couple of minutes, you'll be surprised how much water you can get into the body in a day. So just have lots of little bits. Within 24 hours, this lady had no dementia. She was lucid, she was talking to people, sitting and dialoguing, and the daughter looked at her and she hadn't seen her mother like this for a long time. You see, I understand what it's like in an aged care facility, because she had her mother in an aged care facility because it was just so difficult to look after her. She really couldn't leave her. That the nurses are so busy, they don't have the time to make sure everyone drinks enough water. And something else happens. When they get them to drink more water, more of the elderly people are having accidents, and then there's a lot more work for the nurses. I understand that. I understand it. I think it's our role to give our body the conditions so we never get there. Is that right? So that when we're getting into our latter years, our kids will want us to live in the little granny flat because we're going to mind the children. We're going to put the washing on the line. Oh, that's right, you put them in the clothesline.
Tell me where you are watching from in the comments. Now, what this story really shows us is how something as simple and overlooked as water can have such a profound impact on our mental clarity and overall health. And yet, it's something many people neglect, especially as we get older. The body doesn't always signal thirst as strongly with age, and if we don't develop good drinking habits earlier in life, we might find ourselves in trouble later on without even realizing it. And it's not just about avoiding dementia. Water plays a role in every system in the body, circulation, joint health, digestion, detoxification, body temperature regulation, and even the elasticity and glow of your skin. If you're constantly tired, experiencing brain fog, struggling with digestion, or getting headaches regularly, one of the first things you should check is your hydration. Let's take digestion, for example. Water helps break down the food you eat so your body can absorb nutrients more effectively. If you're dehydrated, your body will pull water from wherever it can, including your colon, which can lead to constipation. That's why many people feel bloated or backed up when they haven't been drinking enough. And what about your joints? Water acts as a cushion and lubricant. If you're not hydrated, your joints may feel stiff and sore. Many people think they have arthritis, but what they're really dealing with is dehydration. Then there's the detoxification system. Your kidneys, your liver, your lymphatic system. All of them depend on adequate water to flush out toxins efficiently. Without it, the waste products your body is trying to get rid of end up circulating for longer than they should. This not only impacts your physical health, but your mood and energy levels too. One tip I always share is to front load your water. Drink more in the morning and early afternoon, so by evening your body has enough hydration and you're not up all night going to the bathroom. A good goal is to have a glass of water when you first wake up, before anything else. That's like giving your body a refreshing internal shower after hours of fasting overnight. And again, you don't need to guzzle it down. Just keep sipping throughout the day. Your body absorbs water much more effectively in small, steady amounts than in one big rush. In fact, drinking too much water all at once can put stress on your kidneys and even throw off your electrolyte balance. If you struggle to drink plain water, try infusing it with slices of lemon, cucumber, or fresh mint. That way it's more enjoyable. And you're also getting a little added support for your digestive system and liver. Some people enjoy herbal teas as well. They count toward your hydration as long as they're not heavily caffeinated or sugary. And please don't wait until you're thirsty. Thirst is actually a late sign of dehydration. Get in the habit of drinking before you feel the need. Make it part of your routine. Perhaps you sip while you prepare meals, read, or work. If you're someone who forgets easily, set a timer or use a hydration app on your phone. And for elderly loved ones in your life, encourage them gently. Help them set reminders or give them a favorite glass they enjoy drinking from. Many older people avoid water because they fear incontinence or inconvenience. But as we saw in that story, just sipping a mouthful every few minutes can make an enormous difference. It's not about chugging, it's about consistency. Let me also mention emotional health. Your brain is about 75% water. Even mild dehydration can shrink brain tissue and impair concentration, memory, and mood. So if you ever feel irritable, foggy, or sluggish, don't reach for sugar or caffeine first. Try a glass of water. You might be amazed at the difference it makes in just a few minutes. And here's another gentle reminder. Water is not just a health trend. It's not something you need fancy filters or bottles for. It's a God-given foundational part of how your body was designed to thrive. When we're well hydrated, everything in the body flows better, literally and figuratively. Ultimately, our goal is to stay vibrant and independent as we age, to remain engaged, active, and mentally sharp. And something as simple as proper hydration, practiced daily, can go a long way toward helping us get there. So to recap, clear urine, except when taking B vitamins, is a sign of good hydration. Elderly people often drink less, increasing their risk of confusion and illness. Sip water throughout the day, especially in the morning. Avoid drinking too much during meals so you don't dilute stomach acid. Don't rely on thirst. Make hydration a habit. Infuse water with natural flavors if plain water isn't appealing. Think of water as essential for brain function, digestion, joints, and emotional well-being. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope this gave you some practical insight into just how powerful water is for your brain and body. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below to share your experience or ask a question. I'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss more natural health wisdom like this. Take care of yourself, stay hydrated, and I'll see you in the next video.